wiggle going here. And now find your mountain pose. So with the feet hip-width distance apart, and really think of all four corners of the feet being grounded. So we're finding mountain pose, and we want to line things up. Starting with the feet, we talked about grounded, the hips are over the ankles. Now the shoulders are really important. They're in line with the hips here, and ears in line with the shoulders. And turn your palms forward, open your heart, bringing energy in, and just let your breath smooth out. And then maybe as it smooths out, it's going to deepen a bit. All right, and since it's the middle of the week, there's some things that we probably want to keep and some things that we want to let go of. So let's go ahead and take the arms out and draw in things that you want to keep from this week. Take your palms together. Inhale your fingertips up toward the sky. And as you exhale, turn your palms out and release anything that you're done with for this week. Gather in, palms touch. Inhale, fingertips up, palms out, and release. Gathering in, drawing up, and releasing one more time. A nice breath in to collect what we want to hold on to. Fingertips up toward the sky, palms out, exhaling, release whatever we're letting go of that does not serve you or your practice right now. And allow your breath to return back to its normal pace. So we'll start our spinal series, okay? Equalizing the spine first with some cats and cows. Let's take the elbows out from the shoulders, bent elbows, goalpost arms here, and the knees and hips are going to just come along for the ride as we round into the cat. Open up the arms, open the heart into the cow, making sure not to throw the head forward or back as we do this. So rounding, cat, opening to cow. And one more time, open up. Bring the forearms toward each other, press your palms together, press through the feet, lift. Inhale the fingertips up toward the sky, exhale, hands down by your side. All right, let's take the legs wider than hip width distance with the toes turned out. And keeping the feet nice and square here, bend the knees and see that they're going over the toes. That's where we want them. We're sitting straight down. It's not a booty back kind of thing. It's a straight down and up. Okay. All right. And we're just going to let the lower body move naturally as we go. Take the arms in a circle. So the right palm is face down, left palm is face up. And we're going to tilt over to the left. Let the left arm come to the right. Right arm to the left, make a big circle around and tilt to the right. So we're opening up the side body here. Just let your lower body, move naturally. So all these movements that we do for the spine. And the next time we're over to the left, let's stay there now that we've warmed up the movement. Just breathe, inhale and exhale, and then slowly come back around and over to the right and stay here. And breathe, feeling that nice release in the left side. And bring it up. Okay, heel toe your feet a little closer together. Step the legs out. We're going to be moving in a twisting motion. So the hands to the thighs here, knees are soft. Inhale as you take your right arm up and behind you and then back to your thigh. And then the left hand comes up and behind you and back to your left thigh. So we're twisting. We're also doing a nice shoulder opening here. Notice the front of the shoulder. So we tend to spend a lot more of our day in a forward motion than open motion, right? So think about opening the shoulder. And the next time you go left, you'll be even. Bring it back to center and come back to your mountain pose, standing. Inhale and exhale. All right. So let's just take a moment to do our a sun salutation here, so we can get everything nice and juicy and also strengthen as we do it, and then we'll wind up on the mat. Okay, so let's float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Fold over your hip creases. Hands to the thighs. Shine your heart forward. Knees and hips bend. We're in a half lift. Sink the hands down to the mat. And step back to down dog. Just wind up in down dog here. Lengthening the spine in down dog. Go ahead and bend one knee and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And then walk your feet back up to your hands. When you get here, float the arms out and up. Palms touch. Hands come to heart center. Exhale. Okay, here we go with the sun salutation. Inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift. Sink the hips down. We're stepping back with the right leg. Take that nice lunge. Take it back to a knee up or a knee down plank, whichever one works better for you right now. Chaturanga. Take it down. Shine your heart forward. Little cobra here. Release. Take it up to down dog. So work with the energy that you have right now, right? Inhale and exhale. Take your right leg up. Step forward and complete your journey. Feet to the hands. Take a half lift. Forward fold. And then pressing through the feet, float the arms out and up. Yep, palms touch. Hands come heart center. And we'll go on the left side. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Keep going. You guys all know what you're doing here. Good. Take a half lift. Sink it down, hands down. Step back with your left foot. Yeah. A nice lunge. Come into your plank, knees up or down. Right? We want a strong plank here. And chaturanga down. And a nice little cobra, then lift your hands as you shine your heart forward. Bring your hands down and float your way back and up into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. Think about spine lengthening. All right. And take your left leg up, step forward, walk your feet to your hands. Take a half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good, and release. So let's find mountain pose and take a moment to just sense how the energy is moving through the body now. Okay, there was a lot of motion right there in the sun salutation. There was a lot of opening of the spine. All right, everybody good? Okay, All right, let's just do one more thing before we come down. Take the legs wider than hip width distance apart. Fan favorite here, toes out. Okay, and once again, we're squaring the feet, making sure the knees are going over the toes. Find 5-pointed star. And elbows to waist, knees over toes, moonflower. 5-pointed star. And moonflower. Keep going, 5-pointed star. And moonflower. Now stay in moonflower. Lift your right heel. Set the heel down. Lift your left heel. Set the heel down. Careful here. Keep those ankles nice and engaged. Both heels up. Heels down. Lift. 5-pointed star. Heels up as the elbows come down. Moonflower. Heels lifted. Lift the heels a little more. Sink a little deeper. Maybe that's you tonight. Take it up. Inhale. All right, here we go. Sunburst. Bend the knees out to the side. Cross your right arm in front of your left and open the arms really big. Bend your knees out to the side. Left arm in front of right. Open up. Sunburst. Right arm in front, then left arm in front. And the next time your left arm goes in front, you'll be even. Bring yourself back to mountain pose. Take a breath. Find the top of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. The legs are straight. We don't care how far down the hands go. Hands to the thighs, hips back, knees bend, shine your heart forward. Half lift, sink it down, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead and bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. Nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do a fun little take on boat, okay, because there's a lot of strong cores in the room right here. So let's go ahead and bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat, okay, sit up nice and tall, and then take your arms forward and lean back into your core engagement, okay? All right, so we're going to take the right knee up. Keep the left foot down and tap the right toes down and up. Down and up. Everything's still but that right leg. And bring the right leg down. Take the left knee to tabletop. Tap the left toes down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. All right. Shake it out for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to alternate, keep the legs moving. So take it back, and we're going to go up with the right, up with the left, up with the right, up with the left. I told you this would be fun. Up, 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 right, left. One more, right, left, and release. Anybody feel that? You feel it? Okay. All righty. So how about if we try it in reverse? We'll start with the knees up. So take it back, okay? Now, you can always decide to keep your feet down instead, or raise both your knees and tap. Tap, tap, and tap. This is the last thing we're going to be doing from here. Tap and tap, so just give it a few more. Tap and tap. 3, 2, finish on the left. We start on the right. Woo! And release. All right. Take your legs straight and give them a nice little shake here. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So let's go ahead and give the hips a nice treat with a rock the baby. Both legs are straight. We're sitting up nice and tall. Bend your right knee. Take your right foot in your left hand. Hold on to your right hamstring here. And nothing moves but the right leg out to the side and back. Yes, rock the baby. Good. All right, now come back to center and let that right ankle come to the left thigh. It's above the left knee. Your right foot is flexed. Support yourself with your hands here and draw your left foot in just until it touches the mat. Your right foot is flexed and let the right foot go over to the left and then the right leg come back over to the right, side to side. Good, let the right foot come all the way over to the left. Sit up nice and tall. So your right foot could either stay by your left thigh, but if your right hip is way up here, put your right foot in front of your right calf so your sit bones are both on the mat. Left hand is holding the outside of the right shin, right arm up and back. Lengthen the spine and give it a little twist from the torso, okay? Turn your gaze toward your right shoulder. Turn your gaze to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. And release. Unwind. Extend both legs. Give them a nice little shake. All right, everybody ready to move on from there? We got it? Okay, the right leg stays straight. Left foot in the right hand. We're holding on to the left hamstring. Torso stays steady. Just the left leg is going out to the side and back. Rock the baby. And then bring that left ankle to the right thigh. It's above the right knee. Support yourself with your hands. Bring the right foot in just till it touches the mat. So this is really a seated pigeon, but it's an open seated pigeon. And let's go ahead and take that left foot over to the right and the left leg back to the left. We're trying to keep the torso steady, just moving the legs side to side to release those hips. Good, and now let the left foot come all the way over to the right. Once again, if your left hip is way off the mat, you may want to just take your left foot in front of the right shin and sit more centered, okay? Go ahead and take your right hand outside your left leg, left arm up and back. Inhale, lengthen. Without tugging, we're not using the right hand. We're using the torso to twist, okay? So we're not yanking ourselves with our hand. We're twisting from the torso. Turn your gaze to the left shoulder and then to the right and back to the left. Release center. Extend your legs and give them a crazy shake. Inhale and exhale. Shake out the hands as well. All right. Everybody good? Are we good? Okay, so we're going to go ahead from here and do a little balancing in our bird dog. So make sure you have padding for your knees. We're coming to hands and knees. This is our balance for tonight. It also is a core challenge. If you don't like being on hands and knees, you could stand with your hands at the wall or your hands on a chair, of course. Okay? If you don't like this extreme right angle for your wrist, walk your hands forward a little bit. Okay, so be nice to your knees and your wrist here. Hips are facing straight down and the right leg comes up to hip height. Just float it up there and then float your left arm up by your ear. So now we're balancing on one knee and one hand. And bring your hand and knee back to the mat. Take your left leg up. right arm by the ear. So an opposite arm, opposite leg balance. And bring the hand and knee back down. We're going to go up into that one more time. Let's move the leg and arm at the same time. Right leg, left arm. Take it up. Your gaze is straight towards your mat. Your hips are straight towards your mat. I'm just looking sideways to see you. Bring your hand and knee down. And other side. Left leg, right arm. Good, and release. All right, let's come into a nice long knee down plank. So walk your arms forward, forward. Okay, the knees are down. We're in a knee down plank, and let's go ahead and do a push up, hips back. So we're strengthening the arms, forward, knee down plank, push up, hips toward heels, knee down plank, push up, hips toward heels. Last time, plank, push up, and back to child's pose. Make sure your head is supported in your child's pose. All right, return to table and sit off to the side. Extend your legs. We're finding seated mountain pose here. So forward folds allow us to really take a look inside, as well as they're very calming. So we're going to do a little forward folding series. With straight legs, folding from the hip creases. Okay, so we don't care if we touch our toes or if the hands come to the thighs or the shins. We want the spine long, fold from the hip creases, keep the legs engaged with the feet flexed. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, take it forward, and then just bring your hands down. Wherever they touch, they touch. Keep your gaze towards your toes. And now with long arms, bring it back up. Bring your hands down by your side and take your legs to a V. So the feet are still flexed, toes are face up toward the sky, knees up toward the sky, arms up. Inhale, palms forward, folding from the hip creases. And then when you've gone to where you're going, bring your hands down. Your gaze is past your fingertips. The spine is long. Arms long, bring it up, hands down. Okay, give the legs a shake. We're going to do each one of those one more time. Feet flex, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, reach forward, forward, forward. Let the hands come down. You're gazing past your toes. Spine is long. There's no rounding of the spine in this. We're long. Inhale the arms up, bring your hands down, come into a V sit. Inhale the arms up, palms forward, fold over those hip creases, gaze past the fingertips and breathe. Good. Inhale the arms up, exhale hands down, take your legs together. Give them a nice crazy shake. We're going to be coming down, so take a look around, okay? If you have a blanket or something that you want for when we move into our final relaxation in a few minutes, make sure you have that nearby, okay? And then just go ahead, bend your knees and roll down. All right, we're going to extend the arms and the legs. Inhale, exhale, draw just the right knee in. So that left knee, if it wants a bend, let it. We're in Ardha Appanasana, half wind removing pose. You could be holding your shin. You could be holding your hamstring. Extend the right leg, arms back overhead. Inhale. Exhale the left leg in. Ardha Appanasana on the left. Extend the left leg, arms overhead, and inhale, exhale both legs in. Now let's take this to a happy baby, so hold on to your feet. If the feet are too far away right now, just hold the hamstrings, and when you get into that position, give your spine a nice little side-to-side massage, rocking side to side. All right, let's release. Bring both feet to the mat. Gently let the knees open and close. Come back to center. Left foot on the mat. Take your right leg straight up. We're going to point and flex the right foot. Giving that ankle some attention. And then circle the ankle one direction and the other. And release. The right foot stays on the mat. The left leg comes up, point and flex. And really notice what's happening as you point and flex. What's the ankle doing? What's the rest of the leg doing? And then circle one direction and the other. And go ahead and bring your left foot down. Take the arms out from the shoulders and bring the legs to touch here. Just gently swaying the knees to one side, head to the other. We're not moving into a deep twist. We're just doing a little knee sway here. Little windshield wipers. And come back to center. Take your feet back to hip width distance apart. Extend long through the fingers and then wiggle them into a gentle fist. Extend those fingers long, wiggle them in. Notice the hands. One more time, and then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down by your side. Now take a moment to scan your body. See if the body needs to take any final movements or realign in any way before we come into our most important pose of every practice, final relaxation, giving the body a chance to absorb the benefits of the work you just did. So you might decide knees bent for final relaxation, legs straight. Wherever you're going to be in a place of conscious rest, notice the earth underneath you. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, just release your body into the support of the earth. Let go and be in your final relaxation. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And as you inhale, stretch your arms long, legs long. And exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And then help yourself back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.